Hello.
Yeah.
It was.
Perfect. We did it perfect.
We're perfect. Great. Welcome.
That was really aggressive on there.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Puttin on the Ritz.
Hello.
Jump in.
Here we are. Welcome. I'm Karra, the Director of Veterinary Services.
Yeah.
We should introduce ourselves.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
probably
thank you.
it's
Thank
just
you.
our families watching.
I know it is.
If it's not, there might be people who don't know it. So I'm Dr. Karra. I'm the Director of Veterinary Services at the Wildlife Center.
I'm Amanda. I'm the Senior Vice President.
And I'm Amber. I'm the Operations Manager.
And here we are at my house. And we are preparing for the gala. We have a variety of recipes, both food and drink recipes to go through. It's kind of like our own cooking show.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about the gala. I did keep it in there this year. Randy, years ago when we were writing descriptions, said something about fashion tips, and I do find it funny because I don't have any. But Karra does, and my fashion tips are keep yourself comfortable. So I don't know, we'll just talk about the gala. You can ask us questions. We are watching comments on our phones as well, and we can talk through any logistical questions you have. But we're gonna get rolling with some recipes. So I think Karra, it's up first.
I'm up first. Here we go. Okay. All right, so hopefully you all saw the recipes online. They're posted online. Yes, they're posted online, hopefully. Oh, I'm holding a knife. Perfect. So the drink I'm going to make is called the ruby-throated spritz, and it is inspired by one of my favorite patients, the ruby-throated hummingbird. So to start with, we're going to start by making the garnish, which is one of my favorite parts. Oh, I broke it. Okay, here we go. So for the garnish, we need a couple things. I have these very fun cocktail skewers, and they kind of almost look like they have feathers on them. So I was pleased by that. Yep. So we'll need one skewer for that. You're going to need some raspberries as well as some mint. And what I did was take these little pieces of mint and fold them kind of in half so that they look like the wing of a ruby-throated hummingbird.
Wow.
And then I'm going to skewer that on there.
Seems brutal.
Okay, it's okay. It's just mint. There we go. Oh, it's not my best work. There we go. All right. Don't worry, I'm better at surgery than I am at garnishing. Then next, we're going to go ahead and put a red raspberry on there for the body of the hummingbird. And then one more piece of mint for the other wing, because the hummingbird will need two wings to fly.
And I think I heard we got a hummingbird patient just yesterday.
Yeah, we have one right now, actually, in expanded ICU.
Is that the
one? No, this is a different one. This was a different one.
But can you tell us about the other one?
Well,
sad?
It is a little sad.
Okay.
We had a hummingbird come in yesterday due to a praying mantis attack. So the praying mantis caught the hummingbird, which was sad. The hummingbird had a very injured wing, but a very interesting story.
That's wild.
Yeah. So now I have my little garnish. If you use your imagination, it could look like a hummingbird in flight, right?
I see it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I have made another one down here. This one's actually probably better
than my recipe.
So I like to creativity.
Yes.
All right, so the garnish is ready. So now we can prepare our drink. It's very straightforward to make. We're going to start with just a simple glass. This one has a pretty gold rim, which I like. We need some ice, which is just over the edge here. There we go. Oh, do you want to turn me down a little bit? Yeah. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so and then the owl is featured. Perfect.
I love
Yay.
that. Yeah, okay, great.
All right, so I have my ice in my glass. I'm just gonna put that back over there. Thank you, Amber. We're going to now start with the alcohol component. We're gonna use some gin. This is one of my favorite gins, Empress Gin from Canada. They make it in a pink and a purple. I obviously chose the pinkish red for our ruby-throated spritz. There we go. All right, so we're gonna start with 1.5 ounces of gin. Oops. 1.5.
Like a very pretty color.
It is a very pretty color. Yeah, the purple one's really, really pretty as well. It's colored with pea flowers. Yeah, how they color. Oh, kind of cool.
Oh. Does that one change colors with acid like the other one?
I don't know. We'll find out in a brief moment. All right. Next, we're going to use a Saint Germain, which is an elderflower liqueur. I'm thinking, hummingbirds drink nectar, lots of floral notes in this recipe. So we're gonna go in with 1/2 ounce of that. This is one of my favorite liqueurs. If you haven't had it, it's very good. I use it for a lot of cocktails. All right, so we have that. Next, we're gonna use 1/2 ounce of raspberry puree. This is fresh raspberry puree I made this morning. So I blended it in like a food processor and put a bit of simple syrup in it. So we'll do 1/2 ounce of that. Maybe a whole ounce. I'm updating. Like it looks really pretty and I'd like more. There we go. All right, almost there. We then need just a little bit of lime juice. We'll do about 1/2 ounce of lime juice. So I will just quickly juice a lime. Maybe.
Need a serrated knife.
Oh, yeah, do you need a
There we go.
serrated
No,
knife?
I got it. Maybe. There we go.
You need a surgical
A scalpel perhaps. There we go. I'll quickly juice my lime. I have my lime juicer here. Oh, right here. Oh, I cut your lime. I'm so sorry, Amber. Here,
okay.
I'll trade you limes. There you go.
I like the lime as well.
You got mine too.
It's okay. So I'm not going to measure this. I like a lot of citrus in my drinks, so I'm just going to go ahead and do 1/2 of lime, but technically the recipe is for 1/2 ounce of lime juice. There we go. Perfect. So that's the base of our cocktail. We're going to stir that up now with this little, where to go? Saw him. Oh, there we go. Yes. I'm just going to use this to stir it up. Mix thoroughly. And then you'll notice this cup is only just slightly half full. That's because we're going to top our cocktail to make it a spritz with some Prosecco that I'm going to open live.
Oh my gosh,
that
yes.
was for dramatic effect.
I'm very excited.
I'm actually not bad at this. Should we make Amber do it? Are you bad at this?
I think you should do it.
I mean, I'm not bad at it.
I want to give myself a black eye.
No, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
No,
That's not a.
that's a dog.
Oh, UPS is here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, is this gonna scare your dogs if I
No,
Okay.
they're busy with the
Ready?
GPS
1,
person anyway.
2.
Nice.
One of my skills, unfortunately. All right, and then we're going to fill. Oh, UPS is really here on the front
Yeah,
porch.
here.
We're going to top with Prosecco, just like so. All right, we'll see that again in a moment. And then lastly, we'll pop our little garnish on, our little hummingbird here. We'll just pop over the top like that. And then I also just have a little twist of lime to
That is so fancy.
That's
hang
so
over the top.
fancy.
Yeah. And I really think about these things. To me, the like spiral of the lime was kind of like the flight of a hummingbird. Yeah, so that is my cocktail for this year. It was inspired, of course, by the ruby-throated hummingbird. And in our auction, if you take a look, there's a really nice print of a hummingbird in flight. It does look more like a hummingbird than this, but that was my inspiration, and I think that's a really beautiful print. So if you like hummingbirds, check that out. Or if you're one of my family members watching, buy it for me for Christmas.
Ooh, I do like this level of when you stand there, like
Yeah.
Oh, the owl.
Owl. All right, should I have a sip live?
Yes, we should have
Okay.
a sip live.
It looks like a good summer cocktail.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. Very good. All right, well, I will get out of the way, I guess.
Should I
and
go next?
Let Amber go next.
Yes.
Since I'm using the same things as Karra.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
move my supplies out of the way. Sorry, do you need a squisher? Or a
Yes,
squisher?
I'll use it.
Oh, perfect.
I'll use your other half
I'll just
of
leave
the
it there
lime
for
too.
you. Great. Do we have any questions so far while we're transitioning?
No questions, I don't think, but people seem to be enjoying the presentation, the hummingbird inspiration, looks beautiful.
I think someone was interested in your buttercup apron, seeing if you would put it up for auction.
Yes, this, my buttercup apron actually came from the auction many, many moons ago. It is Buttercup, our black vulture, education black vulture who died a few years ago. Yes, it was in our auction along with some oven mitts, and those are also very fun. I should show those.
Yes.
But yes, they were gifted unto really my husband, but because he. Yeah, sure.
Oh, they're coming out.
Oven mitts too.
Oh,
So sorry, not
that's
the auction.
amazing.
It's mine, Jeff. Mine.
Custom. You have to make your own. All right, so my cocktail this evening is the Red Fox Fizz. So I was inspired by a fox, the kind of sprightly, curious, energetic, and I feel like my cocktail kind of reflects that. It's very heavy on the ginger and the pomegranate, and then a little pop of some Prosecco at the end. So I'm very loose with my recipe measurements, so we're just going to eyeball a lot of things.
Yeah.
I did grab this first, but this is actually for the end. So first off, we're gonna put everything in a cocktail shaker. We're gonna dump a little ice in here. And we're gonna use about, I don't know, 1 ounce of this ginger simple syrup. So I went ahead and made this ahead of time. Last night I took a big old couple-inch chunk of ginger, simmered it on the stove in a simple syrup mixture. I used honey and water equal parts.
How much ginger?
A couple inches.
Okay.
So I probably chopped up a 3-inch piece of ginger. I doubled what a recipe calls for because I like ginger a lot.
But you added honey too.
Yep, I make my
That's
simple
what-
syrups
okay.
with honey because if you don't know, I'm a beekeeper and I have a lot of honey on hand. So I still have several gallons from last
Oh,
year.
wow. Are we bidding on the bee bag? There's a bee bag.
It is very cute, but I think I'm gonna save that for someone else.
Okay.
I do have a lot of bee themed items
I
in my
bet, I bet.
house. That's kind of the gift everyone gives me. So we've got about a 1 ounce of ginger simple syrup. I'm gonna do 2 ounces of pomegranate juice. This is 100% pomegranate. And then we're gonna do some lime juice. I also love lime juice a lot. It says it calls for half an ounce, but I'm just gonna do this remaining half of a lime with Karra's very fancy juicer.
Yeah, I can take my garbage line.
That's okay. All right. We're just gonna squeeze that into the shaker.
That is your juicer?
This is a very nice juicer.
Yeah, it is my favorite kitchen appliance.
Mm.
Well, it's an appliance.
So
Sure.
this is a very easy cocktail to make. We've got our 3 ingredients, the lime juice, ginger syrup, and the pomegranate juice, and we're just gonna shake that. With some ice until it's nice and chilled. The key to these shakers, if you have never used them, is to make sure you hold on to the top, because I have made that mistake before. So we're just gonna pour that into our glass.
Oh, that's great.
It is really the color of a fox.
Yeah. And we have quite a few fox themed items this year. We have some great paintings. We also have a very cute puppet, and then also I think I saw another stuffed animal. So we've got our mixture, and then we're gonna top it off with a little Prosecco for a little fun fizz.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna fill about 3/4 of the way up.
Beautiful.
And then we've got some garnishes.
Oh.
I also did this pomegranate at home ahead of time. So if you've never, I don't know, what do you call it? Dismembered a pomegranate?
Yeah.
They're very messy.
Yes. It take a long time.
They take a lot of time, a lot of
Yeah.
patience, so I didn't want to put you all through that mess. And then we're gonna put a little sprig of mint. And there we go. And that's my Red Fox Fizz.
Yay.
Here, we
So
can
nice. My piece
It looks very similar to yours. And
we can cheers
Like a
now.
little cheers?
Yes. Are we on
There
the
we go.
screen?
Yeah.
I have already drank
Yes.
a little bit of mine, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's very good. Highly recommend.
Nice.
Are you ready for your drink, Amanda?
I'm vastly underprepared.
We can have.
How can we help you?
Should we put on some sort of interlude show so you can prepare?
Please, interlude.
An interlude
So
show.
I believe Amanda is doing a non-alcoholic
Oh, yes.
cocktail. And she's very excited to use her fancy carbonated water
Yeah,
machine.
I didn't
yeah.
have one of you do that.
Oh, yeah, I can carbonate
When
water.
it's time.
Okay, not that.
It's a little noisy, but it'll be fun. Yeah, I just realized I should have like a see-through glass. So, yay. So this glass should be shorter.
Want me to help you?
Yeah, just maybe a little bit. Well, I don't know. Yeah, so this is,
That's
what
okay.
is my drink? I don't know. I'm very underprepared. It is a non-alcoholic ginger tamarind turtle oasis. Okay, here's my confession. I got a carbonate water thing, like a sparkling water thing. It's Carbonate is the brand. And I was like, great, I want to use this because that's my obsession now. So I found a recipe there, and then I was like, how do I make it wildlife themed? I don't know. I asked my assistant, ChatGPT, and ChatGPT, who is a savior, came up with this turtle theme. So I'm like, yes, we're just gonna lean into that. So it is inspired by box turtles. There are turtle ornaments in the auction this year, made by Mrs. Matheson's class. They're pretty cute. So if you love turtle stuff, you guys, if you've listened to any gala stuff this week, you know that I always say go to that auction site and just use the search box. So if you're like, I want turtles or hummingbirds or foxes or whatever it is, you can just type in the search box and see if there's something there. So I believe I make this in this glass. When I tell you I'm underprepared, I mean it. It's been a long week. But so we start this, tamarind is the base here. And I think that is, ChatGPT thought that was like really inspirational for like the earthiness of where woodland box turtles live. Got it. So I am using, see, I feel like also this recipe got real weird too, but in a glass, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of tamarind paste. You can buy this pasted already, so you don't have to like go through the process yourself. I find it pretty fun to put in drinks or cook with, so do that there. This is gonna be a mess.
Do you want us to take something?
I don't know.
Next time we should think of like having a discard bowl to put things in.
Yeah, we need to like really expand everything.
Probably like a full set too.
I did, it also calls for a teaspoon of ginger juice, and I had a little piece of ginger and I grated it and then was like, right, they want juice. You can get juice out of ginger. I had no idea. I just like squeezed it. So I did do that earlier. So I'm adding my ginger juice. And what is next for this thing? Maple syrup, which is fun. I'm a little disappointed. I was worried about Karra judging me for maple syrup because I feel like, right? Like you're like maple syrup. Yeah. I feel like I've had some before and you're like, ooh, that's a good kind.
Yeah, I have many kinds of maple syrup in my pantry.
More tasting?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun.
Fun fact. Do you know how many gallons of sap it takes to make a gallon of syrup?
I don't.
A lot.
40 to 1.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
I used to tap sugar maples at a past job.
Oh, wow.
I tried to buy decent maple syrup at the store. I would prefer to get it locally. All I can say is that I was a little disappointed of like actually I'll need this later. Like huge amount of, you know, Mrs. Butterworth type stuff and like small amount of this sort of stuff. And here we go. This is going to be fun for everyone. I don't have a lemon juicer thing.
Well, you can use mine. It's really
yeah. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is.
It probably has a discarded lime in it.
Oh, it does.
To lemon, you have to flip that. Does that make sense? So it's either green because it's bigger. So put that up and then now put the lemon below. So but turn it the other way. So like
you juice my lemon.
So just
like there was a
there.
Thing.
And now just put the lemon in there.
Oh. This is how you do it, everyone. What am I doing this into? I don't know. It calls for like a tablespoon of lemon juice. I also like eyeballing it. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's.
You kind of have to tilt sideways. Sideways approach is better.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well
you're doing it.
That's great. That's great. There's some amount of lemon in there. Who knows? So that is in this nice little glass, and then what am I doing? Adjust sweetness as needed. Well, I don't know. It's, do you want to do my water machine?
Oh, yeah. I'll go.
You just press the button.
Is it all set up?
It is. So I add some ice. There is no shaker. I feel like there should be a shaker, but I don't know where this recipe came from, y'all. I was pressed for time. I was like, I don't know what's happening. If you put ginger and tamarind, it's gonna be great.
Anything with ginger.
Yeah, right. So we have this, and then I'm just adding my sparkling water to it. Is it fancier?
Mine
I
is
do
just
love
a
it.
bottle. Yours is like a dispenser.
Yeah, it's very fun. Woo. Okay. Oh, and then it did tell me to add a lime wedge if I want to be fancy. We're making it's fine. I'm destroying this house. It's great. All right. I don't have a.
Last year I spilled a whole container of salt during it, so
Right, that's right.
we haven't done that
That's
yet.
so great. I really should have a serrated knife. I'm just gonna. Oh my God, I'm making more lemon juice everywhere, everyone. No, I did it.
There you go.
Listen, here, Karra was like a hummingbird weighing on a toothpick, and I just manhandled a lemon. Woo, look how fancy it is. That's me. I'm fancy. Cheers.
Oh wait, we should all cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mine's
That's
very
pretty good.
Mine's very low now.
Cheers.
Oh, I hope someone takes a screenshot right now.
How's it taste?
It's pretty lemony.
The juice
I
maybe
would-
gave you too
I
much
think
juice.
I think I overdid that. But it is fun and good. So
Lacey says you're doing great.
of box turtles. Yay.
All right.
What food are we gonna make?
Oh, we've got a few different things.
You're making food.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can go next if we're
Yes.
ready.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
We'll just do a little reset.
Yeah.
I will say you heard earlier, my precious beings, Zoe and Joey, who were barking at the UPS man who's bringing me something. They are my best friends in the entire universe. And in the auction, there is a besties box, compliments of me, but approved by them. And it has some fun dog toys. It has 2 bandanas. One is of sun and the other is of moon because they're my entire universe. And there's also a copy of Mary Oliver's dog songs. And that book is excellent. If you love dogs, you should have dog songs. It's wonderful. It's just these wonderful little poems about the sweetness and most precious wonderfulness of dogs. So that's my besties box, which seems fitting to talk about since you heard them barking earlier. All right, and Karra is going to be preparing wood rat bites.
Yeah, wood rat bites. Not made with wood rat, but inspired by what wood rats eat.
Or their bites.
Or their bites.
Oh,
Hey!
hey!
Okay, here I am. Oh shoot, my recipe's on the floor. It's okay. Okay, yes, I'm going to be making wood rat bites. Everyone knows by now. I was bitten by a wood rat this year, so it's kind of a little joke about
Do you have
that.
superpowers?
I did not gain any superpowers other than this finger doesn't move all the way and this finger does. So I guess if that's a superpower, I have it. Right. But wood rats, we've had lots of wood rats come through the center this year, and I really love them. They're very, very cool patients. And all the ones that have come in are part of a collaboration with the Department of Wildlife Resources to help preserve the species, basically. So wood rats are in sometimes undesirable places. And they work with landowners. Instead of killing those rats, they trap them, bring them to us. We do health exams on them. And then they send them to different zoos, different breeding programs, and they actually reintroduce them to wild populations to help bolster their genetics. So fun wood rat side note. All right, so to start with, we're going to need some little mini phyllo puff pastry cups. And you can buy these in the store already pre-made. So that's what I did. They're very cute. You can just take them out of the freezer and defrost them and use them right away, or you can cook them at 350 for 3 minutes to get like a little bit more of a golden crunch on them. So I cooked mine a little bit longer. Don't leave them in the oven too long. They need, I'm not joking, 3 minutes is all that they can handle. This is a very easy recipe. Not really any cooking is required, which is lovely. Our next ingredient is going to be goat cheese. So I have 8 ounces of goat cheese here that I've just already pre-put into a bowl. And then we're going to mix into that just things inspired by wood rats and the types of things they like to eat. So I have some nuts. some chopped walnuts, very fancy presentation. I'm pouring them directly out of the bag. And I don't think I actually put any quantities for this. So it's truly just as much as your heart desires. That's how much you should put. So there's some walnuts. I'm going to put some sweetened dried cranberries.
I'm just picking up things.
Yeah,
and
no, that's
handing them
great.
to you, so I hope they're the right things.
That's great. Yeah, it's perfect. All right, so I'm gonna put those in there. And then I also have, I was supposed to have sunflower seeds, but I could not find them anywhere today. So I had some pistachios at home, so we're using pistachios
Even better.
instead. I actually think I fed all the sunflower seeds to our parrot. So we had some and they're gone.
And that's Zoe.
Zoe, yes, many Zoes. All right, so once that's all in, we're just gonna mix it up and make sure we're happy with, you know, the cheese to nut fruit ratio. We can always add more. And you can really do this with anything, right? Like just put in here whatever your favorite nuts and dried fruit are. I think we can use a little bit more walnuts. Let's see. Yeah, this is a large volume of cheese in retrospect. Let's do some more walnuts. Oh, we'll do the whole bag of walnuts. There they go. They're gone now. All right. I think that looks pretty good. Right. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm making a small mess. I'm so sorry. And then really we're just going to load those into the tiny little puff pastry cups. Slide that slightly forward. Sorry, Amber. Thank you. I won't make you watch me do this to every single one. I will make you watch me do at least one to see if I crumble these in my hand, which.
Look at that.
No, we did it. Okay, great. Oh. So you're going to just put as much as you desire in each little cup without crumbling them, just like that. Perfect. You can sprinkle a little bit of the other seeds on top that I had, like pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds. I could sprinkle those on top, as well as a little bit of thyme. I was hoping to have fresh thyme, but I do not. So I have some dried thyme we'll sprinkle on there. Just a little bit like that. And then lastly, we're going to drizzle with a little bit of honey. Do you mind if I use that one? No. Thank you. Mine is crystallized, it turns out. So you're just going to drizzle with a tiny bit of honey. Maybe. We'll do it tiny. There we go. Cute. All right. And there you have it. Wood rat forage bites. So very simple, very easy recipe. I'm excited to try them though. What else do I want to talk about? Well, I have my chance. There's nothing wood rat related in the option. However, I'm wearing this very nice owl apron. This is a young great horned owl from an artist in Canada, actually. Well, a photographer who made it into an apron. But something that you can donate to in our auction this year is helping us rebuild our flight pens. So we're revamping those, making them a little bit bigger. So there's more space for animals just like this to come learn to fly with us, basically. And we take in raptors truly from all over the state because we have some of the biggest flight pens in the state, and have them come to our center for flight conditioning and things like that. And actually, during this construction project, we actually have a wait list of people in the state trying to send us birds for flight reconditioning. So it is very needed, and we appreciate all your help to make it happen. Yeah. Any questions?
No. People love goat cheese.
Yes.
And the bowl.
Good, they're going to see it again.
Bowl.
Good, there's more goat cheese.
Excellent. Should I eat one on camera?
Yes, you should.
Ready? Do you think it's a bite or I think it's a?
I think you just gotta go for it.
Go for it.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Would the wood rats approve?
Yeah. Delish. All right. Are you up next?
Yeah,
I
I think so.
For us.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, there's one.
I didn't eat before.
You can fight over this one bite. You want to have it now? On camera?
No, not on camera.
Oh, Pamela just said flight training owls was her favorite part of her vet day.
Oh.
All right, so I'm gonna follow Dr. Karra's footprints. Oh yes. This is a wonderful plate. Look at that beautiful vulture.
I'll just say, this is not in the auction. It's my favorite,
be.
it's my favorite plate. But it is designed by Rachel Kozlowski, and Rachel Kozlowski painted the Buddy plate in the auction. So she's a wonderful artist. She does have a line of some, right now it's like spooky animals for Halloween, but yes,
I'll have to check it out.
bid on Buddy. It's great.
So my item is called a bear beet bruschetta. So I was inspired by a picture that one of our rehab members sent in our staff group chat. They sent a great picture of the bears chowing down on some beautiful red beets. I had a totally different recipe in mind until I saw this picture and thought it was perfect. And it just so happened that most of the ingredients I could actually go out and get from my garden, which I'm very proud of. I brag about my garden a lot because I love it so much. This one starts with a mixture of goat cheese and cream cheese. It's 4 ounces goat cheese, 4 ounces cream cheese. I just popped it in the microwave for about 20 seconds until you can mix them together so it's nice and smooth. And then we're gonna add a little salt and pepper. I'm gonna steal from Amanda's station. Again, I like to eyeball everything. Probably about 1/4 teaspoon of each. Do I go like this? Yeah. And then you can also throw in some fresh herbs. So I have some chopped up parsley and basil I'm gonna put in here just for a little pop of color. And then I'm gonna save some for garnish at the end. So give that a good mix. And then last night, I also cut up a nice crusty baguette, threw a little olive oil, salt and pepper on it, toasted it for a few minutes. So it's nice and crunchy. And then we need to make our beet bruschetta topping. So this was the first time I have ever boiled beets.
Oh, really?
I usually just roast them.
Yeah.
But boiling, it took a long time. It took me like a solid hour of roasting these beets. My tip for you would to be cut them into smaller pieces.
Yeah, they have to be smaller, like not like potatoes.
Yeah, I was picturing a potato. It would take no time. Threw it in there. No, chop them into maybe 1/4 pieces. Boil them until you can poke a fork in them, and then dump them into a bowl of cold water, and then you can rub the skins off. That way you don't have to worry about peeling them.
I feel like I don't know if Connor's watching or not, but I feel like he would be offended by all of that.
All the vegetables.
Everything you just said.
So I cut them into teeny tiny pieces, little bite-sized pieces that are gonna fit nicely on a crostini. And with that, we're gonna make a little vinaigrette. So this is equal parts olive oil and balsamic vinegar. So I actually have a basil flavored olive oil I picked up at the local store in Stanton.
Oh, yeah, that's a great olive, or not olive
Yeah.
store, oil store.
Is. So I'm just gonna drizzle a little over that. Again, I'm all about the eyeballing, less things to clean up. And then drizzle a little more vinegar. And then we're also gonna do some more salt and pepper. And this is to your preference, so however much you like. We're just gonna give that a little stir. Until it's all nice and coated.
That looks great. I
It
love
smells
beets.
really good. I will say beets have a very strong flavor.
I love beets.
So people love them or hate them. I personally love them, especially golden beets. They're also very pretty.
Yeah.
So I've got my little tiny toasted crostini. And I'm gonna take a little dollop of our cheese mixture. And the recipe recommended spreading it on the cracker and then making a little trough in the middle
that's
to
smart.
hold all of your little goodies.
I feel like now that we've said that, it's just gonna fall everywhere.
It's not gonna work at all.
It's a good concept, conceptually solid.
Yes. So I'll do 3 of them, 1 for each of us.
Oh, thank you. Just pick one.
And beets are really healthy for you, right?
Beets are, I think they have lots of antioxidants.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think so do pomegranates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I planned that. So then we're just gonna spoon our mixture on top. And then my vinaigrette originally called for some maple syrup in there to sweeten it up. But since I have a plethora of honey, I'm gonna use honey and then drizzle it on top.
My dog is eating my recipe.
Yeah, she's
going to town over. There we go.
You know how to make your things. Oh,
Red Fox.
we're done. Hold on. Okay, well, thank goodness.
Fine.
And then last but not least, we're gonna top it with a little garnish to make it nice
Oh.
and pretty.
Can we do a bruschetta cheers?
Oh, we should.
Ooh.
See how many cheers
So-
screenshots someone can capture.
I'd say all in all, this one's very easy,
Yeah.
except for boiling the beets.
Okay.
But
I'm glad we didn't have to do that. on
plan
camera.
ahead of time.
You can buy pre-cooked beets sometimes. I bought those before
really?
to like put in salads and stuff. You can just buy them
I would recommend that.
pre-boiled and just chop them up. They're good.
And I just remembered I forgot an ingredient.
Oh, what?
Shallots.
Oh,
That's okay.
Fun.
I chopped up teeny tiny shallots.
Well,
for
did
the
you get
beets.
them? Where
No,
are
it's
they?
okay. I think we just eat these.
Okay.
I think it'll still be good.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Yes. You get the big one.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna put my hand up here because I don't want your dogs. There's nothing toxic in here.
It's still.
All right.
Ready? Are we cheersing? Are
Oh,
we
Cheers.
toast?
Little toast.
Cheers. Toast.
Excellent.
That's very good.
Mhm. Now there's no topping because we all have a mouthful. I guess that was a poor planning.
Yes.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
This is maybe not one you eat in front of strangers.
Yeah, the bread is good, like we're doing. There was
On the
a
internet
question-
right now.
Oh, there's a question?
There was a question I wanted to answer
Oh, good. I'll eat this.
about if the flight pen donation was a separate item. And it is on the auction website. It's obviously not an item you're bidding to win, because we can't give you those. But it is you contributing towards the cost of the flight pens. That explained it, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Well, please donate to that. So please thank you for this. Not this bird fly, but similar birds.
And then you could also bid on our day at the Wildlife Center and you come and see it.
That's a really good
Yeah.
idea.
Well, I think it's Amanda's turn.
Okay. Oh my God. I swallowed that down. This table is overwhelming.
Don't you make space?
There we go. All right. So also in this year's auction is a Wildlife Center staff cookbook. And there are a lot of things in that cookbook. And it's a gathering of different, Ashley put it together. Ashley, our advancement associate, put it all together and asked the staff to contribute some of their favorite recipes. And so there is just a wide variety of stuff in there, from salads and appetizers to some chili and other main courses, desserts, lots of fun stuff in there. So I was like, oh, maybe this year I'll take my inspiration from that cookbook. And so I selected a crunchy Thai peanut salad recipe that was submitted from, technically, I think it's Jackie's recipe, Mrs. Big Bear. So Randy, our senior advisor, submitted this on behalf of Jackie, and it's like, sure, I love Thai food. We love a salad. In preparing this, I'm a little maybe regretting some of it because it's maybe a lot to pull together on cam. So we have prepared, Amber has been helping. Amber said she has excellent chopping skills. So I put her to work prior to this. So she has prepped a lot of vegetables. We are going to make the peanut dressing together. And yes, so with that, I just have to get so many ingredients. None of this is hard. It's just an awkward, if you're doing it on the internet. I think that's the thing. So first ingredient is peanut butter,
One of my favorites.
or you can use almond butter as well. So this calls for half a cup of peanut butter. I'm curious how this is going to come together, but we'll see.
so far I love all these ingredients. So I'm hoping you're making like a dinner sharing
It
side
is,
portion.
yes, it's like a salad,
Okay,
let me
great.
tell you.
I also didn't eat dinner before this.
Great, yes, me neither, my goodness. We have wood rat bites to eat,
More
more bear bruschettas. How much are the bears eating right now?
Oh my gosh.
I know,
good
I asked
question.
you
I
to
don't
do
know
that.
off the top of my head.
Connor said, he just
Look at
said
my
something in
email.
an update. It was like 980 pounds per week, I think, just under 1,000.
And
You guys today were just like, oh, we gotta up it some more, right?
yeah, it seems like they could eat more still at this point somehow, which I don't know how is possible. But it seems like they could and would eat more. We've been watching them on camera and they're showing lots of really good natural bear behaviors, foraging for wild grubs, like breaking logs down. But one of those behaviors they've been exhibiting is digging to look for bugs in the ground, which is great. I'm very pleased to see that. However, it's mildly destructive. So
Yes.
we're hoping to redirect a little bit of that with some more food, hopefully. So that shows to me that, you know, they're still hungry. So gotta keep feeding them.
Yeah, that hyperphagia is no joke.
What'd you just add there? I missed it. I'm sorry.
So I added some maple syrup. So we're at peanut butter and maple syrup so far. A 1/4 cup maple syrup. We have a 1/4 cup rice wine vinegar.
It's my favorite vinegar.
Oh,
Love rice wine vinegar.
okay. And then a 1/4 cup. Oh wow, a 1/4 cup, huh? Toasted sesame oil.
Oh, that's a good bit.
That's a good bit, right?
Mhm.
Is it right?
Should we do an
Can
eighth?
you be watching?
Ah. Jackie, can you fact check us? Maybe an 8?
Gonna go a little less. Trust your instincts, am I right? And 3 tablespoons tamari or soy sauce. At this point, I'm just gonna eyeball it because that's how we roll.
Yeah.
That's like
More.
That's a healthy 3.
Yeah.
Freshly squeezed lime juice. Oh man.
Oh, well, that's what we have here for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really,
slicker.
it's just 2 tablespoons. I'm just gonna do it by hand, y'all. Oh my god.
Do you have any recipes
Regret.
in the staff cookbook?
Oh, yes, I do. I have a couple of my favorite recipes. One is like a summertime squash flatbread situation. The other one is a recent favorite of an orzo.
Inspired by
Jessica Dyer.
Yeah.
Jessica Dyer loves her orzo. So yeah, so I have it. It's an orzo sun-dried tomato goat cheese. It's very good.
Sounds very good.
Yeah, so those are my recipes. I think it was just those 2. Amber has a couple, right?
Yeah. Someone did just ask if the cookbook will be available in our retail store.
It will not. This is a one and
Yeah.
done. Like
Yeah.
this is the exclusive
There is
copy,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Just that's it.
Yeah.
I was lucky to get an advanced sneak peek just at the digital just for inspiration.
Yeah.
But yeah, just one.
There's also all the previous years putting on the Ritz recipes
That's
in
right.
there, right?
Yes.
So if you liked what we had last year and can't remember, you can bid on the cookbook.
Yeah.
And follow the trends over the years. You'll probably notice similar trends every year, I feel like.
Goat cheese.
Goat cheese, gin.
Oh, that's true.
Things that require minimal effort. Very easy recipes generally.
This year's recipes are not in it because we did not think that far ahead.
No.
I would say that would be the trend I would notice is every year we get more like, I don't know, we'll just figure it out. Because that's, you know. So I added the lime juice. There's also grated ginger and some chopped garlic, which I did ahead of time. So I'm just gonna dump that in there. And then that's the sauce. I am curious, and I don't think Jackie and Randy are watching, because it said blend until smooth, and I was like, in a blender or just like, I mean, it didn't say get out a blender, but it said blend until smooth. So I'm not really sure.
Want me to stir it for you while you do the other part? Amber and I can take turns smoothing it.
I got a whisk too.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's a good
whisk
idea.
is, you know. So sure, if you want to whisk or stir that or blend it, I don't know.
While you're getting set up, Lacey asked if we have a favorite auction item or ones that we're super excited about when we saw come in. And for me, one of the things that it's not an item, but when I saw it, I was like, "Whoa, this is a very clever, fun idea." Was Elvis's final resting place, and I was that was a complete surprise to me. So whoever's idea that was, I was really excited to see that. And basically, my understanding is whichever bucket gets the most money will determine where Elvis lamp will retire.
Yes. We figured Ed retired this year. Elvis has been around for so long. It is time for Elvis to retire too. And yes, your choices are donate to the Stay at the Wildlife Center bucket. Don't do that. The more exciting bucket, obviously, is donating to Send Elvis with Ed. And it's wherever Ed chooses. I personally think at the cabin would be great.
But he can't choose the wildlife center, right?
No. Like it retired, but so whether it's like in Ed's house that he shares with Kim, my guess is she's gonna be like, no. If he takes it to his cabin, that's up to him, or his if he wants to keep it in his car, I don't know.
That'd be creepy and
at the
excellent.
stable with Hap, that seems like animal cruelty. So Ed can choose like of his, but it's with Ed. So yes, if that bucket gets more, we'll send Elvis right off. I think that's great because they can be like retirement buddies because it's a big transition, right? So like Ed and Elvis together forever.
You can send us little updates on their retirement vacation
together. I just get that field office at the cabin and all that would be real great. So there's that. All right, so there's a lot of veggies and stuff, and I do like that this recipe has suggested that you can do a variety of kind of whatever you like best or have on hand or whatever. So here, you doing this, here, you do this while Amber is the assistant with all these things.
Should I keep chopping?
Sure, I don't know,
Would you like to peel the carrot?
No. So I'm gonna read because it's all right. So the salad. So we're supposed to take all of the salad ingredients except for the lettuce, and we're gonna put it in a large bowl and then drizzle the dressing on. So the salad ingredients include a half cup of chopped purple cabbage, which Amber has been diligently. That's probably enough then. Oh, okay, we did a lot. I don't know. Whatever.
I was doing the whole head.
I'll just be doing salad for days. It's fine. Whatever. All right. So I'm gonna. What do you think? Like this? Is this a half a cup?
Yeah,
sure. Half a cup. What else we got? A small handful of cherry tomatoes. I didn't buy those, mostly because I was real sad about buying them. My garden has just kind of like petered out. And I was like, I'm not buying tomatoes. There was something just upsetting about that to me. Buying them, transitioning to buying them again instead of growing them. So I skipped that because it seemed like you could. I also didn't do a cucumber. We did do a bell pepper, any color, and Amber has very nicely chopped that for us. So we're just gonna throw that in the bowl. A medium-sized carrot, sliced thin or grated, your choice. And Amber has a carrot that will be grating into this bowl as well.
We're gonna make little ribbons.
Oh,
So it's kind of a cheat, but it's also really fun to eat.
Why is it a cheat?
I don't know, it just seems too easy.
Oh,
Like, have you ever chopped a carrot? Like they roll all over the place.
Yeah, that's true.
This is what would happen if you asked ChatGPT to cut a carrot. They'd be like, I'll do this better.
I'll do this better. Yes.
This is quite slow.
Good. That's good. That's fine.
Well,
You're
what can we
fine.
talk about?
We have 1 or 2 radishes, so we will add those in as well. I totally missed scallions. That's fine.
But we have parsley we threw in.
Yes. It also said to add some diced fruit. I didn't feel like doing that because it said like pineapple or mango or orange. I'm probably destroying this salad, but it's Amanda's take. I'm gonna sub in some other stuff. Don't worry. So Amber's working on that.
I dropped a carrot on your dog's head.
Oh, great. They love carrots. I'm gonna add these radishes.
Those are chopped.
You love
beautifully.
These are beautiful. Yeah, look at these little baby radish confetti.
It is very pretty.
It's confetti.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Let me see. I'll grab that. And yeah.
I feel like this is good.
That's probably good. It also calls for, oh, it said a half a pack. Oh, I did the whole thing. Of baked sesame ginger tofu.
Ooh.
That was already like pre-prepared and everything. So I did chop that already.
Yeah, someone's saying this is very colorful. Can you tip the bowl and see all the colors in there? Oh yeah, that's very pretty.
Yeah, look at all that. We got red, orange, radishes, purple. And then it's just like a large handful of a mix of your favorite fresh herbs. And so I just went to my garden because that is stuff, and we can whatever. I do have, so I think it, no. Oh, it does call for mint separately, but I grabbed mint from my garden. It said chopped. I'm just gonna pull it apart because I don't feel like chopping it. So we got some mint. Emma, our Russian tortoise, eats mint sometimes. I do try and grow some greens for her occasionally. Great.
It's local, fresh local mint.
Fresh local mint.
That's another thing. I've seen a lot of this auctions, like local experiences that I'm interested in. Like there's a package of things to do in Charlottesville, wine tasting just up the hill from us here. There's lots of really fun, like local activities this year that I probably will have to keep an eye on Patrick because we'll see.
Didn't you want last year to go to that La Opossum restaurant in Richmond?
Yes.
But you didn't.
I didn't go. No, I really would like to go though.
Patrick.
It's working.
I think the best local experience is the one where you go with staff.
Yeah.
To do bird watching or maybe salamander hunting.
Yeah.
To some of our secret hidey spots.
Our staff are excellent at those things. They know
They're
all of the best and secret places. They can identify a salamander you've never heard of before.
Yeah.
And it's not lying, it's real. That's really what it is. And they're not making it up. So there's lots of really, really cool, fun places we could take you.
Yeah.
I was talking to Jess actually today about, I was listening to NPR and they were talking about birding, and there's a new thing now called mothing, where you go looking for moths and identify different moths.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh. Peanuts, salt and pepper, red pepper flakes. Okay. Great. This said a third of a cup of roasted or raw peanuts, whatever you want, whatever you have. I don't have a, not to have. Didn't say to chop them, so not gonna do that. Salt and pepper, oh, there we go. And I do like, so I have a sprinkle of red pepper. I'll keep it light. Is that white?
We'll tell you after.
They'll tell us. All right, I think we have all of those veggies. I did skip over because in this cookbook, they're like, I love the inside tips sort of thing, that it's like personal notes. That's what it was about, like garnish of if you want to garnish with a lime wedge or whatever. There were other things to toss in, which could be lightly steamed edamame. I do like that, so I chose to do that. That's maybe a lot of edamame, it's fine. Some broccoli or asparagus or papaya or chow mein noodles, pickled jalapenos, peas. Wow. So like, this is a very versatile salad. It really is. I think don't be locked into like, oh, I don't have cherry tomatoes. You know, it's kind of like, if you have this or prefer this, there's a lot of flexibility with this salad, is my impression. Andy and Jackie can set us straight. So, all right, so I have all that, and then it says, take all of the salad ingredients, right, I'm gonna, oh yeah, so I'm drizzling in some of my sauce dressing.
Are you ready?
Yeah, some, but not all of it.
It is like very smooth.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, I've been
Good job blending.
Do you want me to drizzle while you toss?
Yeah.
Do this safely.
Yeah, it's just a mess, throw it wherever. Look at that. Well,
Beautiful,
before you
actually.
just how colorful that is.
I'm pleased for having this.
Very
there.
hungry.
Yeah. All right.
We have a nice dinner to have. Okay. Oh, am I tossing wild? Is that
I
good?
think so. I don't know. I thought it'd be fun for dramatic effect. How does it look? Is that enough?
That's
More?
great. I think that's good for now.
Sure. All right. I will put this here.
So,
Butter
sure. So that's good. That's nice and coated. So these things are coated. And then, oh, can you grab the lettuce? And then I believe the technique, so I believe this is to make sure the dressing isn't like overloading the lettuce or whatever. So that's the technique for that. And then it says place a handful of the lettuce mixture at the bottom of each individual salad plate or bowl.
Oh, I like that.
And then we put this on top.
Good idea.
And then you can add more dressing. So here's the crucial question. Are you guys salad plates or bowls people?
Bowl,
Bowl.
100%.
But me too.
Yeah.
I only got a plate because it was cute and it was another cookie plate from Rachel Kozlowski, which I love. So, but I am a bowl person. Jeff is like adamant about plates. So
For salad?
when we,
So
for
is
salad,
Jonathan.
Huh.
really?
Mhm.
What about you guys? Tell us, salad, plate or bowl? I feel like people are
Monitoring.
like one or the other, right? All right, so I will put my mixed greens here.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And then I just put this on top. And then, oh, and you're supposed to add a lime wedge to each plate, but I don't know. We may have
some.
pulverized all the limes. It's
That looks so good.
Yeah, it looks
Right?
really good.
Oh,
Your
that's
carrot
great.
ribbons are beautiful. Amber.
yes. Yeah, that's a nice dinner.
It's beautiful. Yeah. There was
All right.
coming in.
And there we go.
So far,
That
bowl
is
is-
our,
bowl is
yeah.
definitely-
And you
That
can
looks
garnish if
amazing.
you want. You can add a little bit more dressing if you're like, ooh, I love a dressing. And that's that.
Yeah, we have a couple of fun questions.
Oh,
we want to,
great,
if your food is ready.
Yes, the
Lacey
food's
wants to know, what wildlife center projects or initiatives are you excited about for the next year or so? The flight pen project sounds so cool.
Oh, gosh.
No, it's a big question.
It is a big question.
Lacey kind of answered my question. Is I'm very excited about the new
flight
flight
pens,
pens.
yes.
They're going to be
Yeah.
beautiful and big. And I was talking to our maintenance technician, Matthew, today about building a place on the side of it to store all our perches, which sounds like a very minor thing in the grand scheme of things, but my heart will greatly appreciate seeing them all organized on the side of the pen they're going to be used in. So
yeah.
I'm very excited about that. Our old flight pens, 1 through 3 is the ones we're replacing, and they a little bit too small for the birds we wanted to put in there. And also, they were made of wood, of course, right? And that only lasts so long. So things were starting to decay. The walls were starting to bow in several places. And, you know, there's only so much patching you can do. So we're starting from the ground up, brand new, building bigger flight pens. And we're actually clearing some land in the same area to add 3 additional flight pens. So instead of 3, now we'll have 6 on that space. So
Yeah.
very excited about that.
Yeah.
And really excited to get birds in there.
Yeah.
That's my big one. I stole the easy answer. I'm so sorry.
Man, I don't know. It is very exciting to see that come together. I think we've been working and cranking on so many different projects recently that I'm now having a hard time being like, right, what's next? I mean, there are a lot of things coming. I will say this is kind of a not what's immediate, but what is new is having our online shop back on the website, which has been a component of that website that was important to us to do. And it's there now and it looks beautiful and it's actually really easy. I feel like there are things that I appreciate about it that no one will totally get. It's just so much easier for me to like add in products and like add in sizes for shirts and stuff compared to the way the old shop was on the website. So I'm excited to see those orders coming through and really excited that we have a brand new design on our t-shirt. And we did a t-shirt, a sticker, and a magnet with our former office administrator, Kayla Klein. And we actually have a bundle of those items in the auction, and she's signing a shirt as well. And I thought it was really cute yesterday. Randy and I were chatting in there, and he was like, Kayla Klein is like super talented. This will be worth something someday. So yeah, so she's signing those products. So I'm excited to see many people wearing these. The new design features our 100,000th patient, which was a tiny little ring neck snake that was stuck to a glue trap. And ultimately he did not make it. But I love that this shirt now kind of lives on and carries that message. I mean, patient 100K was a big milestone for us, but it's also cool, I think, that it was such a little tiny animal, and but with an important message that glue traps are terrible. And excited to see people wear that. So what about you, Amber?
Oh my goodness. I was just trying to get through this week.
I know.
I don't know. There's so many projects in the works. Oh, yes. The big one that's been on our list for a while is our pavilion. So right in front of our main entrance, there's a pavilion there where we're hoping to do some outdoor programming, have staff meetings, have an area for lunch. So we're going to get that all up and going and ready to host some more tours and groups.
Yeah.
And have more outside space for staff as well to enjoy their lunch breaks. It's a big important. That's where my favorite meetings take place, is outside.
Yes.
Get away from the computer.
We're all more productive outside.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Any other questions
Not
before
that
we
I see.
close it out?
Let me look. I'm just skimming through. There's lots of talk about Elvis's retirement home, and his outfits that he could take. Making a plan for taking charge for bidding on Elvis. Excellent. Yes.
We like that.
Teamwork will be required, likely.
Yes.
Donate.
Donate away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a donation item. And I was talking with Randy in the moderated discussion earlier. I personally think a good strategy. If you're bidding, you know, we always say bid recklessly, bid just bid higher, it's fine. But if you're really like, okay, this has really I've been outbid on my items and I budgeted this money. Remember those donation buckets, whether it's for a flight pen or sending Elvis with Ed Clark. Those buckets are there to donate. So if you had budgeted that money, we appreciate very much the donations. All of the proceeds from all of the auction items go back into caring for the thousands of wild animals that come through the door this year. We're already at 4,200 animals as of yesterday. So we're at a record-breaking year and then some. Like, it's a lot of, I feel like we break records by, you know, a handful or 10 or 20, but this year it's like, oh, we're 2.5 months early. So
yeah, and it's a lot this year. I was looking just at the numbers today, and between today and the end of the year last year, we still admitted quite a few patients. So I expect will be a high number, but it's great. That's what we're here for. And we're, you know, it's always, I explain it to people that it's always mixed emotions. I'm sad these animals are coming in, but I'm very happy we are here to help them. So
cool. Well, thank you all for attending another Putting on the Ritz with us.
Thank you all.
And for supporting us, for being here for Gala Week. We look forward to seeing you online tomorrow night as well. And yeah, we're gonna wrap it up because I'm hungry and I want to eat this food, but I'm not gonna eat a salad on camera. So
I feel like we all took a bite. You should take a bite.
You took a bite of that?
Well, no, not of that, but we sampled everything except yours. We could close on you taking a salad.
Just like
no. Okay, we won't.
All right. Well, thank you all and good night.
And we're off.